Oh boy, I got that. Got that gas. I got that gas. Wish it was that bug gas. Especially I couldn't get no meds. Freaking boy ain't answering the phone, so I can't get no meds. But I got that rim off. Finally, I had to pound it on there with find where it went. There it is. Hopefully it's not hot. A little bit. But this is a, oh, it's a little hot. Oh, it's a little. But that's a stripped out socket set. For, you can barely see. But there's a threaded curve. Is there a bit of a lip? Nope. I'll have to get that out there sometime, but that socket has a threaded curve to it, like a circle-ish blade kind of for stripped out sockets. And I pounded it on there with the hammer. I heated it up with the torch, and that's after doing it a bunch of times with this socket. I hammered it on there, on that socket, only on that lug nut, and I hammer it on there until it won't turn. And yeah, you can see where it's all scraped up on the top. Well, not in the glare, but like right there, all right there, you can see where it's been scraping the rim and all. But yep, finally got it off. Thanks to the impact. Watching reel to reel. But there's that rim. So now I got all 4 rims off. And then oh, you can see where all the lube is. Need to eat all this chrome off of these wheels. Clean these wheels. Clean them before I put them back on there with the other 20s on there. But next start, I gotta take all the air out, the valve stem, hit this with that orange hammer, hit the bead right here, and maybe that big sledgehammer I have over there too. Pop the bead, then pry the rim out. I need to go get some grease to lube the bead to pull in and out. So, oh, that was some work. So hopefully I can get those tires off within the next day or two, then do the same with the other ones. But first step was to get them off the truck, and now they're off. I wish I could have put it on jack stand so it would have been up higher, but it's up off the ground where I can get a jack underneath of it still. I have the jack up underneath of there now, but now it's resting on all 4 of the, see, I have a tire underneath the rear end, I have a tire underneath the front, then I have a tire on this side, and a tire on the other side, on the driver's side. So the ideal was to originally stack the 2 tires together on one side, but it's too much of a, oh, excuse me, the jack is sinking in the ground. Yeah, I used a little piece of wood to I don't know why my phone is zipping in between Zoom. Probably got something on the screen. Yeah. So, whoa. Alright, now it's not zooming crazy, I guess, hopefully. The zoom shows hopefully over. But yeah, I got a piece of wood underneath of there to brace the jack from settling down in the dirt a little much, but it's still doing a little bit. So, well, it's on the ground. Tires are off. Not the ideal, but it is what it is. So, I got the tires off. I'm gonna get that broken down. Hopefully, start that tomorrow. I got the van. There's hoses done on the van. I've got to finish that. The Tahoe is still what it is, and the Avalanche still what it is. Man, those tires look so good on the Avalanche. They're gonna look so incredible with those 33s. And hopefully I figure out what's wrong with the Avalanche, or I get rid of it. But right now I'm working on cleaning up the Durango so I can get rid of that project, scrap that temporarily, and resume that ideal when I can afford to. But right now it is a little different situation, and everything's hopefully going up. So I got a couple new subscribers on my channel. Thank y'all. And thank you for everybody commenting. ZTRD, Jimmy Salisbury, of course, Lefty Two Guns always. Dang it, what was the comment he made earlier? Oh, about the puppies getting the shots. No, I haven't yet. I'm hopefully going to be able to afford to soon, or hopefully somebody else can take them and get their shots done. But right now it's just all kinds of craziness. And for some reason my phone down there just paused it. Oh, Google something. Hey Google. But yep, loving the motivation, loving the path I'm able to take, but I wish it was just a little bit more or less drama and attitude and unnecessariness, and wish I was just able to do the job correctly and have happiness. But not happiness isn't on the menu, so get the job done is mandatory. So I'm gonna work on uploading my next video, and then continue on my steps each job. I still have this 26s. Trying to put my knife back in my hip. I still have these 26s, and a dude was messaging me earlier today about he had some 22-inch rims and tires that he'll be willing to trade. I'm waiting to hear back from when he'll be available to meet up. So hopefully that part will be done. Jump on that part. I gotta go get some starting fluid and spray to be able to spray into the bead. I need some grease, and that project to be, hopefully I find me a decent, better crowbar, but if not, the ones I have will work. They'll just be more pain in the butt to pry, because you gotta start prying into the tire and then work your way around. I'll go back over here. You gotta dig that pry bar into here and pull this bead out, and then work your way around the rim, folding the bead out. So you gotta hook that in there and pull the wheel out, and then eventually around the whole entire rim. Then on the back side you'll do the same thing, but you'll just pry the rim out instead of the tire. So it's a neat process, and hopefully I'll be able to start it tomorrow. I'll start deflating the tires. I'll take the valve stem I don't even know remember if I have the valve stem removal tool. I hear something going on. But let the air out. What's that? Actually, I think I do have a valve stem tool. So let me see if I can go grab that out of my multi-junk toolbox in the back of my Avalanche. And I'll be back in a few minutes. So y'all stay great and make yourselves happy with simple effort and hard work. That's what I've been told, but I ain't getting too much happiness. See y'all in a minute. I don't know why it's not cutting off. Alright, so as you can hear, I started loosening this one up a bit. I don't want to take them all the way out because I don't want to lose it. So for right now, that'll be good enough to at least leak the air out and just let it just push it in there. Twist it a little bit till it starts leaking air. It has these get it in the camera. There's that little gap that fits right there on the valve stem plug. But I'm gonna go do it to the other two tires over here. They're a little bit easier to get to from around this side. And we're gonna just let the air leak out overnight. You can feel the air coming. Trying to, so it'd be just enough to let the air out, but not enough to send that valve stem flying through the air, or the valve stem seal plug thing. This one's not one to leak out very easily. Alright, there it goes. Yeah, this one to not stay opened. Ooh, look at all the spider webs on my tires. Alright. One more valve stem. Pop. Good air coming out. I'll put this right there for now. But sad situation, but better plans. So I'll be finished cleaning that truck out probably tomorrow, and hopefully I can swap out the tires quickly, get those chrome 20s back on here with the bald 20-inch tires, put those on the chrome 20s, and hopefully I can get rid of this project, and even if I gotta scrap it for now, I mean, the motor would be incredible to take out and hold on to, but for one, I ain't got nowhere to put it, and for two, you barely get any money just for the frame. So it's either barely any money or the most I can get and not salvage what I want. So it's either salvage or get. And for right now, I guess I'll just have to get, because salvaging the project is at my, salvage one project to let another project sit. I'd rather salvage one product and lose, and then later, when I can afford to, I'll get another Durango with 4-wheel drive and all that, and I'll do it again another day. But it was fun while it lasted. I've had old Black Betty for 4 years now, lower probably, and it was a great family vehicle. I went from my '99 Dodge Ram extended cab with the 3 doors. No, it had 4 doors. Yeah, it had both suicide back doors, but just the fact that the suicide doors were and it not being a crew cab, the extended cab was way too cramped for Trinity's car seat when we first got Trinity, when she was first born. But so yeah, we had to upgrade to the 4-door family truck. So, but it saved our life, and I've always dreamed about having Durango since I was little. My mom's husband had one years ago, and I've known several people who have had them, but I've always just loved them. 3rd-row seat, family. Depending on the motor though, I only want the 5.2 or the 5.9. I don't want the littler motors. So, yep. It's happening. Hopefully it can be much smoother work and efforts. But yep, I wish I could find a cheap tire shop to take them to, but I can't afford $220 right now, so I'd rather do it for free by myself. Get back to work that I like doing. When I was 18, 19, and I was working at that trucking company, I used to like breaking down tires. That was crazy, being able to break down tires by hand, especially big old semi-truck tires, until I learned that it's not really that difficult. But back then I thought I was there's that sledgehammer. I thought I was top-notch King Dookie. When I was working at the tire shop, and I was trucking company, and I was breaking down semi-truck tires by hand with a crowbar, no tire machine. So, but one day I'll afford a tire machine, and then I'll do people's tires for free, just to, like I've been talking about in my videos, my channel. I do a lot of stuff for people for free just because I know how it is, and I wouldn't need nothing in return. So that's why I work for. Not to be able to charge, especially people that can't afford it. Like when I sat there and talked to the guy at the tire shop, I didn't really give him any personal information. I just basically asked for a quote. But they've known me for years, and maybe not the particular person I was talking to, because I don't know who was on the phone, but just in general, when you know somebody's rough and you know you can do a discounted service. Like actually when I had the back two, I had to buy the front 2 tires because my situation with the camber from when I was in the hospital, and the dude worked on my truck, and he put that upper control arm right there, that bolt there, and the bolt up there, those two top bolts. He left them out of camber, and so I had sorry, mosquitoes are chewing my back up, but yeah, I had to go get these front ones, because that's one of the back ones, and that's the other back one, where the better tread, but the lower tread was the two front ones I had to replace, and he charged me a retail, well, not retail, but average tires for used, average price for used tires, and he knew he could have given me a discount, knowing my situation that. But I know how it is with business, so it's not against him, it's just against the fact that when you're in that position, it's amazing to be able to